Kings, queens, and the royalty in between. Welcome back to my channel. My preferred name is Sarah. Let me get that straight. Oh, not my name. Okay, I don't talk much about deity work, but I wanted to share this really epic conversation that I had with some of them about leadership because I was a team leader at Kohl's once in a blue moon, and it was like what, year and a half, 2-ish years that I was a team lead. And at some point in me being a team lead for the very first time, I had no idea what I was doing and I felt that I was failing miserably. Also, no one asked, but I eat when I'm stressed and when I get like anxious and stuff. I've literally been munching on cake on and off throughout these videos. Just wanted to throw that out there. But anyways, team, so I go to the gods and goddesses, and I'm kind of defeated because I feel like I'm failing, and I'm been a team lead for a while. I'm struggling. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm being a good leader. And they said, well, being a good leader is a subjective statement, i.e., that no matter how good of a team lead that you are, someone is always going to tell you that you're crappy or that you shouldn't be a team lead. Maybe it's because they don't feel that you're leading them correctly, or maybe it's that 133. They're just really jealous of the fact that you're a leader and they're not, so they're just trying to tear you down. And I said, you know what? I fully agree with that. Like, I could be a great leader, and someone's still gonna be like, oh, you're shit. So I said, well, from the gods' standpoint, what do you guys think being a good leader means? Or I guess not if good, just an impactful leader, one that brings positive change to the team, to the building, etc. And they said, well, one god came forward through some messages, and he was like, well, I'm the student and the teacher. I'm learning from humanity just as much as humanity learns from me. And I was like, oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. And he's like, that's why we tailor our approach differently to every person that we come across, because we know all of you have different needs, all of you at different points in your journey, and we can't one size fits all the collective because everyone's different. And I said, not only do I agree with that, but I have been one size fitting all my team, and I've not been taking their individual needs in account when I was leading them at Kohl's. And so some of them were like, well, what do you feel like being a good leader is? And I said, well, I agree with the student teacher mindset. I feel like leaders should be able to lead as well as be led by their team. And I personally felt that that's how my deity work is, that they guide me, they lead me, but then they give me the opportunity to step up and be the one to guide and lead. And I think that's really cool. And I said, well, I want to be a leader that leads by example. I want to be the one that's next to their team saying, let's get it, let's do it, team, let's rock it out. And they said that it's not about being some cookie cutter programmed team lead. It's about finding what being a team leader means to you and implementing that into all the aspects of your life, not just Kohl's, not just my former jobs, but in all aspects of my life. Now, I will say I did get messages on social media. So, as a quick disclaimer, I don't own any of those messages. I don't remember who posted what or who said what. So, I don't own any of that. That's all what they said. So, credits go to the respectful owners with that. And then I had some goddesses enter the chat, and they were giving me messages like, well, you have your micromanagers, and then you have your rules and iron fist, authoritative, just kind of mean and always yelling at you and always so aggressive when they want you to do something instead of just politely guiding you. And they're like, you got to take that into accountability too. And I said, well, I hate being micromanaged personally. And I feel that I wanted to uphold the same staying there for my people. Like, I don't want to have to stand over you every 2 seconds and be like, oh man, are you getting it done? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? So basically, by the end of it, because this was over the course of like a month, I was just getting a lot of different messages. They basically kept giving me the same theme that I had to pick what I felt a good leader was, and or an impactful leader, a positive leader, and just think about like what do I want to be as a leader and how do I want to lead? And I really felt called to share this because a lot of you that are watching this, you may be a team leader right now, or you may become one. You may become one in the future. Sorry, this cake is really good, but it's making me burp. It's making me burp like crazy. I'm sharing this because a lot of you might find yourself in the position that I was, where maybe you're struggling to be a leader, or maybe you are just thinking of another way to do things, or maybe you're a leader now. So, really felt called to share this. It'll be kind of a shorter share, to be honest with you. Um, but if you enjoyed it, let me know. Drop a like if you resonate. Uh, Especially if you're gonna be a leader. Shout out to all my leaders right now, all my team leaders. And thank you so much for tuning in, chat. It's been real. Have a great day.